Hey everybody, I am here to tell you a little bit about assignment 2, which is due this Friday, October 29th at the end of the day, 11:59 p.m. I debated even making this video because the assignment is the exact same assignment as assignment 1. The only difference is that we have a new set of theories to choose from because we went over all new theories between last assignment and this assignment. But the main reason that I decided that yes, I'm going to make a video is because I really wanted to go over some common mistakes that were made in the first assignment, so hopefully you can avoid losing points on those things this time around. So let's go through this pretty quickly. So the assignment needs to be typed, 12-point font, submitted through Blackboard, as always, and it should reach at least 4 pages. So 4 pages long. If you didn't reach that mark, then maybe you're missing some important details and you should go back and add some in. Make sure that you cite anything that's not considered common knowledge. So when we're talking about theories, we want to make sure that we're citing preferably from the text or from the PowerPoints. And the reason why I am, making a point of this is because there were some papers that if you did not use the text to talk about the theory, then you were giving information that's not necessarily correct in regards to criminology. So there is a rational choice theory that is used in economics. It's not the same as rational choice theory in criminology. There are some other ones as well. So you want to make sure that you are using the book and the PowerPoints in order to come up with the information from the theory, and we want to make sure that we're citing. I will say that if you use information from another site in addition to what your text says, that's completely fine. And for those of you that did that for assignment 1, you actually did a very good job. So good job with that. Another thing that I want to talk about is using direct quotes. So when you are discussing the theory for your character, you want to make sure that you are paraphrasing the information from the book. You don't want to use direct quotes and only direct quotes because that's not telling me that you know the theory. That's telling me that you know how to regurgitate information, which is not the point of this assignment. I want to make sure that you know the theory, and so paraphrasing it in your own words and then adding that citation at the end of the sentence, end of the paragraph, is all you need to do. And make sure that when you are describing the theory, you go through all the important parts of it. So you want to talk about any origins that are started. You want to talk about how it suggests that criminals choose to offend, or maybe how they have to offend, and you want to talk about ways that can be reined in. So how can offending behavior be reined in according to the theory that you chose? And doing this allows you to really apply the theory with much more detail to your character's offending behavior, because you at that point will have a really kind of layout for the rest of your paper already, because you've already gone over these points of the theory. So then you can take those points and take specific examples from your character. So that's the last kind of common mistakes that were made. When you're summarizing and you're at the end of the paper, don't just kind of wrap it up because maybe you're near the page limit. You can go over if necessary. But what you want to do is talk about specific instances of offending that your character goes through and relate them back to the theory. So it's not enough to just say things like, oh, this person or this character acted crazy, so this is why they fit into as being a psychopath. Tell me the specific crazy incident that lines up with psychopathy in order for that to happen. That's just an example. Psychopathy is not a theory that you can use for this paper. So make sure that you choose from the list that's provided. If you have any questions about using a theory, make sure that you send me an email and ask me, and I will let you know whether or not it's appropriate to use. And make sure that you only talk about one theory. That's really the last thing I want to talk about. Don't discuss other theories other than the one that you chose, especially if you are saying, I chose this theory and these are the reasons why, and I didn't choose this theory and this is the reason why. I don't want to know why you didn't choose another theory. I only want to know about the theory that you chose and why you chose that one specifically. So make sure that you're focused on one, and that really will allow you to provide enough detail in the paper, in the allotted pages, and it will help you to then, integrate your character with that one theory, because just one, not multiple. So if you have any questions about any of these things, please don't hesitate to let me know. You really only have a full 2 days left to do this paper, so hopefully you've already started working on it. So if you have any questions, if you need me to look over anything before you submit it, make sure you send me an email sooner than later, and I'd be happy to do that. So again, overall, this paper is the same as assignment 1. So what you're going to be doing is picking a fictional character, make sure it's fictional character from any media source. Explain to me about your character and their criminal history, their criminal offending, any relevant information to their criminal behavior. Then you're going to pick the theory. You're going to tell me all about the theory in great detail using paraphrased information, so in your own words, limited to no direct quotes. So if you use direct quotes, you're going to lose points this time. I didn't take off points last time, but I will this time. And make sure then you're going to apply that theory to your criminals or your character's criminal behavior using specific examples of their offending. Make sure that you cite at least once from the textbook. Usually you're going to have to cite more than once. And you can include other information from other sources if necessary or if you would like. Make sure that you submit on that you use proper grammar, spelling, and organization. Make sure that I can actually read what you are saying. The use of going to the Writing Center is an option for you if you need help with, organization of your paper. And here is the grading rubric attached. So as you can see, when you get your grades back for your first paper, I'm using this rubric in order to go through your grades. So if you want to know where you lost points, this is where you have to look. So I hope that you guys all have fun talking about your characters, and I can't wait to read these. Have a good one.